Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world, wherever your personal body clock might be at the moment. Mine is somewhere in extra time of yesterday because I was having a bit of an insomnia situation for a few days, and I was like, okay, this is getting crazy because I'm going to sleep at 8 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 2, and that's a bad situation if I want to do a stream at noon. So I did possibly an even stupider thing and stayed awake all night. So you have a very sleep deprived Jack this morning. We have some people in the chat. Hello. Hello, Andrea. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for your tips on the making of the things, the thumbnails. Because when I started, I was just like, I don't know, a thing, placeholder image. Here you go. And I know that you have actual expertise and like professionalness in communication. So it means a lot to hear that you like it. I will continue making things like that. And if you follow me on Instagram at Jack Byron Writes, I know you do, Andrea, but anybody else in the chat, if you follow me there, when I made the thumbnails in Canva, I also decided to make other things in Canva. I found quotes from authors about writing and research and stuff. So I have made cool images out of them, so you can see cool things what Douglas Adams and Neil Gaiman and people like that have said about writing and deadlines and stuff in nice image format. I wasn't procrastinating at all. I don't know what you mean. Claude. Hello, Claude. Hello. How are you? Sleep is overrated. Well, we'll see about that. I mean, sometimes I write better when I'm sleep deprived. It does tend to take off the perfectionist over editing tendencies that I have sometimes, and lets me actually write things a little bit more. I got loads done at like 2 in the morning yesterday, and then suddenly it was 5, and I was like, oh no, I hit the slump. Yep. So we'll see how we do. We'll see how I do. Andrea says, hello, I'm so proud. I think now it's more clearer what we're doing here. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And I will probably switch them up a little bit, have a new one for each week, but I'll keep the thing that says writing sprints, and I will keep a thing that has like a laptop or a scribble pad or something that indicates that visually that this is a writing thing, so that it's really obvious and you can see it at a glance. If you are just sort of distractedly wandering around YouTube looking for something to do, you will know what we're doing here. What we're doing here is writing and words and things and stuff. Saying hello to each other. That is nice. Yes. Yeah. I am going to be a little weird in this stream. I can only apologize. I'm going to be a little weird. I will hopefully be entertainingly weird, but I am going to be a little weird. I'm also going to continually fight with my hair because it wants to do like this, and I do not want it to do like that because it gets in my eyes. Claude says, no, I know, just kidding you. I'm not kidding, Claude. I'm not kidding. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I have never been good at sleep. I have written most of this thing while horrendously sleep deprived, which is funny because half of it's about sleep. I'm not writing about the sleep bit now. I'm writing about the other bit, but yeah, that's a thing. Hope your day won't be too painful. These days, I have 2 to 3 small naps through the day, else I'm too tired. Yeah, it's a thing that happens to, I think, most people as they get older. It's harder to get into a deep sleep, and it's easier to have more short periods of light sleep. So naps are the way to go for a lot of people. And if you have a job that allows you to do it, great. I genetics are not in my favor. My dad still struggles to get to sleep, and he's at the age where it should be kicking in. Andrea says, I hate sleep, but these days I'm so sleepy. I think it's some med changes. Yeah. Yeah, that can happen. Medication can really affect your sleep, especially if it's psych meds or pain meds. Those things can kind of change things around for you. I think really all you got to do is listen to your body and do what works for you. Older? How dare you? We're all getting older at a rate of 1 second per second. We will all get there eventually. I'm glad Claude is taking it in his stride. I don't actually know how old you are, Claude. I just know that from previous statements you've made that you were writing novels when I was still in nappies. So, mm, mm. But I am. I'm young. You see, I'm horrendously young. I mostly claim to continue to be horrendously young so that my older friends don't throw things at me. Turning 45 in 2 days. Yeah. That's spring chicken yet. 42 years young. Yeah, you're not that much older than me. You're not that much older than me. You've got 9 years on me, Andrea. Which is not at all that much in the greater scheme of things. Uh, I'm wearing my Hamilton t-shirt today because, yeah, stopping, no happening. Yeah. Yeah, age is a funny thing. Um, 40s are the perfect age to say F you to everything and everyone that don't like you. I think that any age that you can do that is a good age to start doing that. But I think a lot of people do, only when they get to about 40 have the maturity to do that. It's easier when you're younger and you don't kind of know what you're doing yet to get hung up on what everybody else says. But, when you get to 40, you're like, I've heard all this shit before. Fuck you. Speaking of t-shirts, still waiting for my Nano shirt in the mail, hoping to get in November. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have any money, so I was like, "Ooh, there's Nano merch. I could buy Nano merch." I don't have any money. I can't buy any Nano merch. Oh well. I will soon have to probably shell out on a Canva subscription, otherwise these timers are gonna start getting copyright claimed again. Speaking of which, we should do a sprint. We will, as usual, start with one of the shorter ones. There we go. Hands on your keyboards. Get ready to go. I hope that the words come to you and they don't fly out of your brain like they are currently flying out of mine. Hopefully, you guys have been like sensible people and taken care of your body's basic biological needs. I'll see what I can do anyway. All right. 3, 2, 1. Sprint. And welcome back, everybody. There's a strange thing that happens when I load up the videos in advance. They don't play for me. The noises, they don't happen in my ears, which means I have to be slightly more on the ball than I normally am. Maybe I should just load up a new instance of the video every time. Let's go back. Ooh, that's bad. Probably in reference to Claude's missing t-shirt, because hey, you want to wear your Nano shirt before the end of November, like, especially if you I don't know if you do any streaming yourself, but it would be so cool to be able to wear a Nano shirt and be like, hey, this is my Nano shirt. I'm doing my nanoing in my Nano shirt. I have, for those who've just popped in, got the one that is declaring that I'm writing like I'm running out of time. Why do I write because I'm running like I'm running out of time? Because I am. Thankfully, not because my lifelong political rival is going to shoot me in a duel. Probably. Can't rule it out. Andrea says, going to change venue this sprint. Where are you going, Andrea? Where are you going? CB. Hello, CB. I saw you last night. Yeah, I stayed awake since then. Bit fried, CB. I hope you had sleep. Thanks for the wrench. Yeah, you're very welcome. You are here a lot. I have given people wrenches. I've given quite a few people wrenches. If I haven't given you a wrench, it's because I can't find your channel. I need to be able to find your channel page to give you a wrench. And if you don't show up in search and you don't make your subscriptions public, I find it quite hard to find you. But I will find you eventually. I have a particular set of skills. Or you could just like leave a comment, and then I'll be able to find your page, and then I'll be able to give you a wrench, and then everyone can have wrenches. I wrench for you, everybody gets a wrench. There's a meme, there's a way of doing this. And you get a wrench, and you get a wrench. Yeah, that's the one. And like Oprah. 292 words. Well done, Claude. You're on a roll for something so... No, it's not early in the morning for you. Is it? No, yes, it is early in the morning for you because you're in Canada. Yeah, it's early for you. Justin says, hey, Jacobellas. Hey, Justin, good to see you. No, I don't stream. Been thinking about it, but not for now. Maybe later. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, there's always room on the streaming calendar for all of us. You seem like a cool person. I would love to hear you talk about writing books and stuff. CB says, lol. Yeah. Two of my favorite things, Hamilton and Liam Neeson. Yeah, I am just hopping from reference to reference. Yeah. Possibly I should be sleep deprived more often. It will make me more entertaining, but it will also make me trip over all of my words. And yeah, I do like a bit of Lin-Manuel Miranda myself. He's very cool. Yes, going to a place that's more quiet. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Get away from the noise. Yeah, super early in Canada. It's 7:20, but Justin is in Denmark where it is 1:24. So yeah, it is an hour earlier where I am than it is for Justin. He's one of the few people, and I'm like, yes, I know how many hours away from me that Justin is usually. Okay. CB says it's time for me to start replanning and prepping for next year. Or Or you do the ultimate Nano Rebel move and just keep going straight into December. That's what I'm going to have to do, I'm afraid. Andrew says 9:24 here in Southern American city called Chile. Yeah. Uh, adding more words for Nano. Yeah. Yeah. Add more words for Nano. And, you know, novel writing is for life, not just for November. So, I'm planning to keep going. If I still have work to do, I'm still gonna go. And when I'm finished this project, I might actually get to write fun things that are interesting, and I can actually talk about more to you without it turning into technobabble. Claude says, gonna have to leave for work, sadly. Don't want to stop to write. Have a great day, everyone. See you later. See you later, Claude. I hope you have a great day at work. And maybe I will see you on a stream later on. Bye. So while Claude is off to work to do the work thing, let us get down to our work here. CB1 Nano! Well done, CB. That is so good. I hope you're very proud of yourself. Says, I won Nano. I want to take a break during December, and I have a very big birthday in September next year. So I'm going to do 12 Nanos back to back. That's so exciting. That is so cool. Like, seriously. If I had a hat, I would take it off to you. That's really amazing. And yeah, I'm impressed. I'm super impressed. And I hope that you have lots of fun with your planning. I always like the sort of the start, the concept stage, the bit where you're trying to figure out where you're going to start. It's exciting. Andrea says, I need to write one scene that if I don't do it dark, awful, sad, and bloody, the entire book doesn't make sense. Ooh, it's going to be a tough one. You gotta make yourself cry. Maybe a little bit. Andrew says, congrats to CB. CB says, thank you. But yeah. Well, we are here for you, Andrea. If you are going to write an emotionally charged, tough scene, you can come and go at us in the chat afterwards. We have all been there at least once, making ourselves sad with our own books. Anyway, yeah, you got this. Let's do it. Okay, so we are going to go for 25 minutes this time. Ready? And go. Hello, welcome back, everybody. And the noise played that time. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I don't know why it does it sometimes and then other times doesn't. I have heard from people in the audience that it doesn't not play for you guys, so I'm assuming it's okay. But technology, huh? CB says 3.5 pages of my schedule written out longhand. Well done. That's quite a lot of stuff. I should check what my word count is actually. What is my word count? I keep rewriting the same sentence, which doesn't help, but I think I did okay. 208. 208 is not too bad. Andrea, if you are still out there, are you okay? Did your scene eat you? Did you eat your scene? Are you very sad now? Uh, did you make words? Um, and she says, "Oh wow, 645. Sadness is good for you, it seems." Well done. That's a lot of words. I hope they are good words and you like them. CB says, "I always wrote my schedule longhand so that if anything changes, I can add it." Yeah, I quite like doing things longhand for stuff like schedules because I can then add in bullet points, and because I don't like opening files to find out where my schedule is. I sometimes use project management software, and that's a bit better because it's on browser and there are virtual cards that you can move around. I've used Trello and Jira, a couple of other things. There's always a sort of a balance between having enough detail that I know what the hell's going on and not having so much detail that I just don't update it because it's more work than actually doing the thing. Andrea says, "I had to check twice if that was correct." No, I believe you. I think you got it. You got in the zone there. You hit some good words. Justin says, "Not counting words, letting my story grow wild and invasive, it seems, see what it develops into. Japanese knotweed." It's a rhododendron. I don't actually know what's invasive where you're from, but rhododendrons tend to be the invasive thing. Where I come from, they get massive and they take over everything, and they have these giant root systems. It's really hard to get rid of them. But yeah, I hope that that your story is a big nasty rhododendron and grows in all sorts of wild and exciting ways, and is really hard to get out of people's heads in the same way that rhododendrons are hard to get out of local ecosystem. Yeah, that's an overly long metaphor, but I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm flagging a little bit. It's the lack of sleep. But yeah, but you will keep me going here. You know, my friends out in the YouTube world. Yeah, Andrea is muting, so you don't lose the zone. Love you. Yeah, love you too, Andrea. You go for it. You got it. 600 words in one sprint. Enjoy. We'll see you when you get back. Maybe if you get back. If not, have a great day and enjoy the zone. Yep. But yeah, I wasn't quite in the zone, but I think that I did pretty well anyway, and it's starting to take shape. I'm actually getting to a point where I might be finishing a section. Yay! I'm editing, so it's painfully slow, but little by little, Slice by slice, we eat the elephant. Andrew's inspiring me. I think that I actually just want to go straight back into another sprint. What do you guys think? Anybody got an objection to just rolling on and doing the next thing? CB says, I'm not in employment, but I have a package of care that has to be accounted for. Also, I play clarinet and I have 2 lessons every other week. I'm resitting grade 2 in March. Cool, well done. It's been ages since I got to do any music proper. Yeah, I am in a not too dissimilar situation in that I'm not in formal employment at the moment. I make shiny things, badges, which I sell on Etsy. I've got a few role playing games that I'm in. But other than that, I kind of make my own schedule and I'm just writing this thesis till it's done. But yeah, having it all planned out and knowing when you're going to do things is good. That's cool. I hope that it's all starting to slot into place for you in some kind of useful way. uh, yeah, Justin says, like your metaphor, hoping my rhododendron will be pretty when it flowers. Oh yeah, rhododendrons are gorgeous things. They're just they're just a little too evolutionarily successful here. I'm sure they are. They fit into their ecosystem very nicely where they come from. So far, it seems to be excellent. I am glad that your scheduling is going well. Okay, so does anybody have an objection to me just hitting the timer and going for another sprint as soon as? Because I think that I might just be able to crack this section. I'm feeling good about it. I am inspired by all of you and your success. CB says, ivy is another invasive plant. Grows up walls and causes issue with buildings. Ah, yes. That's a different kind of invasive, though. Because ivy in these islands is native, as far as I'm aware. It doesn't cause any problems for the other plants. It might cause problems for humans. But by a lot of reckonings, we're an invasive species, so... no problems with moving on. So I think that I'm just going to set up another street, set up another thing, and 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back, everybody. Ooh, looks like we've got a few people talking. Rhododendrons are from the lower parts of the Himalayas, where they're beautiful forests only with rhododendron. That's very cool. Just goes to show you, something that's invasive in one place, in another place, is going to be the perfect thing for that environment. Maybe it's just excessively perfect here. Anyway, it's a Sako. I love your profile picture, Sako. It's just so good to see you. As you might be able to tell, I haven't been to bed since you saw me last, and therefore I am a little bit weird. Hope you don't mind weird. CB says, I'm gonna have to go, I'm afraid. I have a couple of things that I need to do today because I'm going to a concert tomorrow night and it'll take me all day to get ready. Yeah, legit life happens, and you gotta go and do your chores and prep. You've already won Nano. What are you worried about anyway? Go on, get on with you. Go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Saka says, I have a roadie that blooms beautifully every year. Yeah, we were just chatting about the idea of a really sort of catchy brain magneting story as an invasive species, and I was talking about rhododendrons because in Ireland and in sort of in Great Britain as well, they are an invasive species. They grow like wildfire here, like like Japanese knotweed probably is in the States. It's that kind of thing. Few loose seeds, suddenly the entire place was full of rhododendrons, and they're really hard to get rid of. CB says, waiting on a couple of things from Amazon. They've arrived. Yay, packages. While you're in the bath. Yeah, well, that's helpful. I hope they were left in a safe place. And you're scooting. Bye bye, CB. Saka says, woo. Thank you. Yay for weird. I'm glad you like it because it's what you're getting. Andrea is back and 655 again. Wow, that's like 1,300 altogether today. You are on a roll, Andrea. Did you make yourself cry though? That's the important question. Did you traumatize yourself with the sad scene? Justin says, I have giant rhododendron in the garden. The house that I built for my ex and me usually is covered with large, intense purple flowers all summer long. Yeah, it's pretty. Rhodies are pretty. Andrea says, I'm on fire. Muting again. Elbow cough. Yeah, legit. It's a good. Yeah, you go. Whatever you're doing, it's working. You go do that. Sokka said mint, super invasive. Yeah. You can't trust a mint plant. Put it in a pot. It's stay in the pot. It's a lovely herb, really useful, but if you're not careful, it will eat your entire garden. Yeah, we used to have a lot of mint in the garden when I was growing up. Funny, it ended up in a. It wasn't really a flower bed. It was kind of a patch of dirt around the oil tank, an oil tank for our heating system, and the two things in that thing were what I think was Japanese knotweed and mint. So they were just there fighting each other to the death, and left the rest of the garden alone. So it kind of worked. Put in a pot and it hopped out. Yeah, you just can't trust a mint plant. Yeah, what can I say? They are stubborn creatures. Yeah, yeah. The only thing that'll grow in smaller patches of dirt is dandelions. I like dandelions. They are very cool. Local pollinators like them here, anyway. Probably different where you live, but here we have it growing out of every nook and cranny, and they are stubborn and beautiful and very yellow, and that's cool in my book, anyway. But yeah, I have some friends who are ecologists. So one of them in particular occasionally will just start ranting about rhododendrons, and once she starts, you can't actually stop her. She kind of gets the war flashbacks about it. Uh, because apparently you need to dig very deep holes to get rid of them, and yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, plants. I like plants. I don't know as much about them as I would like to. I would like to know more about plants. I have been learning little bits by following Facebook pages and subreddits and things in the last little while. Just the things that will show me pictures. Yes. I can reliably identify one kind of mushroom. It is not a mushroom I should eat. It's an edible mushroom, but if you eat it and you have drunk alcohol anytime recently, it will make you very ill. And it's not that I never don't drink, but it's like an indeterminate number of days you have to wait, and there's mushrooms that don't have that complication. I also like painting mushrooms. This is a commission that I was making for somebody. It's shiny. I like it. But yeah, I like plants. I like plants. I sometimes grow plants, mostly herbs, because I put them in food. I like useful plants. Yeah, shiny things. Okay, I think I think that Andrea is deeply in the zone, and CB's gone. And if I just keep talking to you about plants, I am just going to witter nonsensically, uh, and possibly start showing you frogs. I like frogs. Mostly grow things you ate. Yeah, yeah. And strawberries. Strawberries grow really nice in pots. Yeah. I I like food. No. Stop stop wittering. Yep. And holiday sweaters. Frogs. Yeah, frogs are awesome. Frogs are very cool. I like frogs. Yeah, we're just going to start wittering on about like garden things. I think me in a silly mood talking at a witch about cool things we like in the garden is probably a recipe for wasting the rest of the stream. So I might just move in. Do you like strawberries? No strawberries in your neighborhood? Yeah, legit. Here we only really have to worry about slugs and birds, and I don't mind sharing with the birds. Sometimes I get there first, sometimes they do. Snails, I am a little more annoyed by because they'll eat like half of them, and you don't want to eat the other half, and it's like, dude, I know you gotta live too, but still, you bit a strawberry. Yeah, we have deer, but they're only in a park that's in the north of the city. It's the biggest walled park in Europe, Phoenix Park. It's very cool. Snails. Yeah, I do just have random badges drying here. But yes, I was going to say do another sprint so that I don't just witter on while we shout names of things at each other. It's very likely I am enjoying this immensely, but I do need to get more of this done. So, gonna go for yeah, yeah. I have an Etsy shop where I sell badges, mostly pronoun badges, but I burn them in the wood pyrography tool. Then I paint the things. It's very nice. I will show you more things after we sprint. Yes, sprinting. 3, 2, 1, and oh no, I accidentally remove. There we go. Sprint. welcome back, everybody, from that, which was our very last sprint of the day. Saka says, spent the sprint talking to a friend who just lost his mom to breast cancer. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm so sorry for your friend. Cancer. Fuck cancer. How are you doing, Sako? Are you okay? That's gotta have been a pretty heavy conversation. I hope that that whatever you are doing next is nice and has some self-care and hugging somebody nice or a nice floof, because yeah, that's rough. I'm okay, she says, just want to be there for my friend, you know. Yeah, that's what friends are for. You gotta be there for people. Andrea says just 399. Just, she says. I suppose if you're used to doing 650 in a sprint, but your mom called. It's got to happen. This appears to be the sprint of life. Life is happening to people. Yeah. Hello, Dharma. Yeah, and Dharma also commiserating with Sako and her friend, because yeah, that's rough. That's a rough thing. Dharma says, tucked in partway through the sprint and did some editing. Well done. Well done. Editing is good. I have been editing. I have actually got a fair amount done, even though my brain is made of derp currently. My brain is made of sleep dep and noises, and I still managed to actually get quite a lot of things done. But I am winding down now, so I think I'm going to have lunch and I'm going to see whether I can take a quick nap. That might be a smart thing to do. Don't want it to be too long or I won't sleep tonight. But if I don't do something, my friends who have to put up with me at a tabletop game this evening are going to regret my life choices. Anyway, I hope that life treats you well for the rest of the day. If you are looking for any more sprints, you can find Devon's playlist in the description below. And if you click on that, there will be very many sprints by other wonderful people. Tell them I say hi. I have been Jack Byron. Yeah, yay. TTRPGs. Yeah, I'm in a Star Wars game. It is a lot of fun. We'll talk about that another time. Have a great one, says Dharma. Yep, I've been Jack Byron. I'm here at 12 o'clock UTC. That is 7 Eastern. And it's 1 o'clock where Justin is. I am going to log off and acquire a sandwich. Feel free to like, subscribe. Oh, Kibby. Everybody's saying hi at the end. Wow. Yeah. Hi, Kibby. You just squeaked in by the end. Everybody go. Kibby, you should is also a person whose streams you should look at. She's cool. As is Sako. I was at Sako's stream last night. It was great. Yes, and goodbye. Yeah. You just came in just as I was saying goodbye. Andrea says bye. Have a great day, everybody. Yes, so I will be back on Thursday at noon UTC. Until then, happy writing. Bye, friends.